It's the beginning of the month and I had to do a quick grocery haul to fill in and work on my working pantry, and I wanted to share with you what we buy at the beginning of the month to keep our pantry full and to fill in and start building up our working pantry. But before we get started, if you're new to our channel, I'm Julia. I'm one half of the Canny Couple, and we are a small homestead family in rural Virginia that work every single day to merge homesteading and frugality. And one of the things I've really focused on the past few years is building my working pantry. My working pantry is my lifeline. It keeps me moving in the right direction when it comes to prepping meals, making sure I'm feeding my family, and also not going over budget as much as possible on our grocery bill. And this is one of the things that I do. It's the beginning of the month. So this is when I tend to get all of my basic necessities that we need, and also try to work on building up my back stock, especially if I have extra room in our budget towards the end of the month. I can kind of see what else can I buy, what else do we need to have. So this is a very basic beginning of the month pantry fill-in for me. And it's very simple, and I feel like it costs a lot of money, and it did. But this is what we focus on. And there were no sale items. There's one sale item. Our grocery store this week, because of a holiday, Cinco de Mayo, no sales. Like, it was dead in the water. So I got one thing at the grocery store that was on a sale. So the first thing we have here, these are some fruit bars that we have. I buy at least one box of these every month to kind of build up. We take these in the mornings when we have yard selling, or if we've got a trip we need to go on. These are great for breakfast. Just grab one and go. And also, they're really good emergency food items to have on hand. So I really like this brand. It's one of the cleanest ones I have been able to find, but it is a bit on the pricier side. I have sugar. I'm not eating the sugar right now, but Aaron still uses the sugar, and I bake with the sugar for Aaron and Isabel, so I needed to restock up my sugar. Now, I need to get a lot more sugar on hand because canning season is almost here for me. Berries are blooming and forming, and I know I'm going to have to start getting those berries into jars and on my shelves instead of in the freezer. I needed some stevia, so I've gotten that. Then I also got myself some Power Crunch energy bars. I've not tried these yet. I'm curious to see what they taste like, just to have a quick snack for me when we are out. Aaron's wanted me to try green tea. I'm not a tea drinker. I don't like tea at all. Aaron's behind the camera, and he's got a grin. He's wanted me to try tea to see if that helps with some of the issues I've got going on right now. So I'm not looking forward to that. This was our one sale item. I got some salsa. Salsa was 3 for $5. That was the only sale that they had. Everything else was so expensive. So expensive. So I got 3 jars of that to refill our pantry. I use this. We will eat salsa and chips occasionally, but what I really use this for is we use this for salsa pasta, like a Mexican pasta. Aaron and Isabel love it. They absolutely love it. So having this on hand makes that meal really easy because it's a quick to throw together. Bananas. I got these for my little one. She is banana crazy at the moment. And we got yeast here. And I think this was actually on last month's budget, but we didn't get it till this week. So I got, how many pounds? This is 2 pounds. I've got 4 pounds of yeast, and that's a lot cheaper for me to get in bulk. The last time I bought this was in 2020. It's 2025. So it's been a bit. But I would actually say this will probably only last us 3 years because I am baking a lot more than, I might have taken like a year off when we did the house remodel and some other things I might not have actually been able to bake. So this will, I'm going to guess, about 3 years. And it's just a lot cheaper because for me to buy the packets at my local grocery store, it was $1.99. At Walmart, they were $1.20. This still comes out cheaper. Got these on Amazon. It's the best place I have been able to find them for us personally, and they were under $18. Is that right? I think so. He's shaking his head. I got flour. I got 4 bags of flour. I still have flour from last month, but I'm trying to build up my pantry stockpile of flour and have enough on hand so I can make more crackers, also some muffins, some pancakes, all of these things. I got my little one pepperoni. This is what she's obsessed with. I can't feed her enough of this. I don't understand why. She's just obsessed with pepperoni. I also got sliced cheese. Now, This is not something we buy very often anymore. We used to have this a lot more in the house, but if I'm going to make grilled cheeses, it's one thing I got for this week's meal plan. I'm going to buy this type of cheese because it just tends to melt better. We have 2 gallons of milk, and that is it. And I spent, for most of this, $78.78. That's what our grocery budget. Now you're like, that's really expensive, Julia. It is. It is, because of the sugar and the flour and the bars. It does come out to quite a bit more, and you can definitely cut those down depending on what flours you're buying, what sugars you're buying. You can get that down by quite a bit. You probably spend $30 less than what we actually spent, because our flour does run $5.24 at the grocery store a piece. Now at Walmart, at our actually grocery store, it's $6 a piece. So I do buy it in bulk. We get it if we can find it. There's sometimes we can't actually find it at our local Walmart, so Aaron will have to go on a hunt. But that's what we spent this month. And like I said, this is a fill-in for me. This is whenever I go at the beginning of the month, I kind of have my list wrote down, and I'm like, okay, here's the things we need. Should last us this month. Should last us into the next month. At least into the next month. So this is what we get. We have it all on hand, fill up our pantry, and keep building that working pantry every single month, so it makes my life a lot easier throughout the month and throughout the next month and throughout the year, really. So that was always my focus. If you have any questions, comments, anything you buy in particular to build your working pantry, leave those in the comments below. We'd love to hear that. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We would really appreciate that. And as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.